I'm giving myself 60 minutes to write and design a full e-commerce email completely using AI. That means no writing copy and no designing graphics by myself at all. I'm gonna have AI do all the hard work for me. See, most people think that AI cannot create high converting emails. They say it spits out generic copy, the design doesn't look realistic, and that they don't actually convert into customers. And after testing out some of these tools across 200 different e-commerce brands that I work with, I can say I disagree. I think AI has a long ways to go, especially on the design styles front. But when I look at like the actual structure and actually like producing these emails, the emails do convert. So today I'm gonna be testing this completely for you. As somebody who's generated over $200 million in email sales for e-commerce brands, we'll see if I can partner up with AI and have it work for me to cut down the load time of how long it takes me to create emails. And you can judge for yourself if you think that AI can completely create emails. So to get started, I've mapped out all the steps that we need to get going. Step one is we need to collect brand assets, because our AI is only gonna be able to work with what I give it. If I let it generate something completely blind, it's just gonna spit out straight garbage. And for this, I'm gonna be using Liquid IV because I know their product and their positioning pretty well. So I'm gonna pull together some product images, brand information, and everything else I need before we even get started with our AI tools. All right, so I have just uploaded everything in terms of the brand information. I like to answer these questions to give AI just what's the website, describe the brand in 2 to 3 sentences, who are the customers and what do they want, and then whatever sort of product that I'm going to be creating an email about. So for this one, I'm going to be using the Liquid IV Sugar-Free Energy Multiplier. So all that I did was I grabbed this link and then I literally asked ChatGPT to break down this product. And then I'm just gonna be uploading this back into this document so that we have all the information that we need. And right there, we're all set. At the same time, I also downloaded these product images from the website so that I have everything that I need to go off of. And the reason that I picked this was because I saw this email from Liquid IV where there are no call to actions really high up in this email. The customer has to scroll to find this, and this call to action is super blended. It's just a super crowded email. So I'm like, okay, I think we can create a better product highlight for this right here. So we have all the information that we need about the brand and the product that we're gonna feed into AI. That literally took me like a minute. Now I need to write the actual copy for this email. And of course, I'm gonna be using AI to do it. But I don't wanna strategize an entire email campaign from scratch, because that's just gonna take way too long. Instead, I'm going to find a high converting email and let AI use it as an example for writing copy. So what I'm doing is I'm going to Mild.com, which is a huge email database right here where you can follow certain brands and find emails that you like. And the easiest thing to do with AI is just have it recreate emails for you. So let me fish around right here and try to find an email that I like. Okay, I think that this one is a great example right here. We have this sort of like top image and then some body copy on nano-powered nootropics. And so essentially, probably what our email is gonna do is talk about the ingredients in our products and why they work so well. So I think that this is a pretty good place to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this extension called Go Full Page. And when I click this, it's going to screenshot this full email. And then all I have to do is I have to crop this right here. And then I'm going to scroll here, make sure that I get all of it, just like this. And then I'm going to click done. And then I'm going to download this. Boom, all good to go. And so all that I'm doing now is I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to please transcribe this email. Transcribe all the words in the different sections of the email. So we uploaded it and let us see what we get. So boom, we have this whole thing transcribed right here. The only thing that's a little bit interesting is it got the product labels right here. And so we probably can remove those product labels, but we have the intro copy, section header, and then everything right here. And now I'm just asking it, I want you to turn this into a reusable template for creating emails like this for other brands. Include design direction, different sections of the email, and copy templates. Let's see what ChatGPT can cook up for us. All right, so we're getting all sorts of stuff on design direction, email structure, and everything right here. All right, then we go with a product showcase right here, technology differentiator for all different sections, and this is what we have right here. Right on. All right, so I'm just copy and pasting this different section right here, and I'm gonna adjust this prompt to show the different sections. Alrighty, so I've just finished kind of turning this into a split out part of the email explaining hero section. It's an image of the product and then hero headline copy, hero body copy, and then we go to the bridge section copy, as well as just transcribing this whole thing before we go to the final CTA right here. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to just make this a little bit cleaner, turn this into a reusable template for creating emails for other brands. Boom. Sorry, I'm not typing very cleanly just because I'm trying to move fast so that we can hit our time. All right, and this is what it's coming up with. It's coming up with hero section, the design direction, we have a headline, some examples right here, body copy right here, just like a template right here, bridge section before we go into the features right here, and then we have the final CTA section down here. So perfect. This is amazing. Now we can have ChatGPT use this template for creating an email for Liquid IV. And now what I've done as well is I've copy and pasted the information from the Google Doc about the brand and the product information. And this is really that probably ChatGPT needs. And so let's go ahead and click enter, telling it to use that template for this product. And let's see what it comes up with. Boom. All right, so it actually looks pretty solid already. Science-powered hydration plus clean energy. Liquid IV's Live Hydra Science combines fast-acting electrolytes with clean, sustained caffeine. So you hydrate faster and feel energized without the crash. It's a smarter way to power your day, one bottle at a time. And then bridge section, not all energy drinks are created equal. I like that. Our sugar-free energy multiplier is designed to fuel your day and hydrate your body at the same time. Faster hydration, clean crash-free energy. Wow, this is great. Zero sugar, zero guilt. And then daily vitamin support as well, adding something else. So some more information. And then boom, a final CTA. Like this is honestly perfect. And this is kind of the copy that I want. We're just gonna roll with this because it actually looks pretty good and I need to get to design so that I can complete this in time. Either way, now that the copy is done, it's time to actually get to design. So I'm jumping into my design platform of choice called Figma to set up the exact email structure. You can use any email platform you want. If you're doing anything at scale, I highly recommend Figma. You can use Canva or anything, but really we're just gonna be using this to map out our email while we're gonna have AI do the designing for us. So let's do it. So just inside of Figma, I'm just gonna click this design. And so right here, we have a new design file right here. This is now where I'm going to upload our example email. I've just plugged it in here, just dragged it as an image. And now I'm gonna kind of map out our email with the copy just so I can help visualize it and so I can help make the prompts for AI to create it for us. So I'll create this frame right here, and then I'm going to plug in all of the copy right here. All right, so I've kind of mapped it out here and put the copy in the different places that I need. This is just gonna help me, visualize this as I'm creating the prompts for our next AI, which we're going to be using. The thing about AI with design is it's not gonna be able to create this whole email by itself. Instead, we need to split it up into sections. And so we're gonna have a section of the hero section, and then we're gonna need to separately have a prompt for the bridge section, and then a separate prompt for the final body call to action section. So I'm going to split these up right now into the different sections that I need. So I'm going to copy and paste this, and then I'm going to cut everything else besides this hero section so I can kind of visualize again and give the dimensions to ChatGPT based on what we need. So roughly, this is what we're looking like for the different sections. You can see that they have different design sort of styles as you go through the different sections. So this is perfect. And now we can get to actually generating these images. All right, so the AI platform of choice that I like to use is called FreePic. Essentially, it's all these different platforms just all into one, and for me, it's just my favorite for generating these images because I can generate multiple different images at a time, and it's just very simple to use, and it has all the AI tools you need in one place. Not a sponsor at all, I know nobody on their team, it's just the platform that I like the best. And all that we're gonna do, once you're inside and you have a paid plan, we can go to the image generator. And now you don't need a paid plan to do the image generator, but in order to get access to different sort of AI tools that you can use and upload assets, then you do need to be on a paid plan. And you can see kind of an example of a hero section that I was generating before. You can see this right here. This is kind of something that we can use. But all that we do here is we can upload our images and then use our prompt right here to have it generate our hero section. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna upload the assets of our product. I'm gonna upload it right here and we should be good there. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to give me a prompt that will then tell this other AI how to generate this image. So I'm going to screenshot this right here. Then I'm going to head back over to ChatGPT. I'm going to drag this in and I'm going to say, can you turn this image into a usable prompt for me to ask AI to create similar graphics? Include dimensions and as many specifics as possible on structure. And then we are going to get something that we can then plug in to our other AI. All right, so here is what we have right here. All right, perfect. Well, we are going to run with this and maybe adjust some of it, but I'm honestly just gonna give this to the AI, see what it comes up with, and then we can adjust from there. All right, so this is kind of what it's giving right here for the final prompt. Let's hustle right here, and then I'm gonna upload this into the other FreePic prompt right here. We can change the different aspects ratios right here. So I'm gonna change this to do a 3:4 ratio because that's what this says. Background is a soft sky blue gradient, light glow. At the top center, place a small brand word mark in thin minimalistic style. Below it, add a bold all caps sans serif headline in white centered. The headline copy should be, and then let's grab our copy right here. I know I'm going fast. I just wanna make sure that I make take our time. All right, we'll keep this sort of like font if we want to do the cursive font. I'm actually going to delete that just so we don't cause confusion. Then we're going to say display 3 identical product units, and then I'm going to tag the above image 1. If you tag it right here, it's going to reference this. Side by side, evenly spaced, straight on with soft shadows beneath them. Labels when lighting is bright. Perfect. At the bottom, add a soft white to light gradient. Body copy is, then let's drag this body copy. And then below, CTA copy should be shop now. Then we have this back minimal. Okay, perfect. We are going to run with this and see what it comes up with. What I am going to do as well is actually, I think we're good to go here. I'm gonna change this back to 3x4 and let us see what it comes up with. I like using, we get to choose the model. I like using Google Nana Banana Pro. It's my favorite for generating this stuff. So let's generate this and see what it comes up with and hope that it can move fast. Usually you can do multiple, but I've kind of been using this a lot and my team has been using this a lot. So we've kind of run out of credits, but let's see what we come up with. It's gonna take a few seconds for this to load. Alrighty, here is what it has put together. Okay, so it is not too bad. Science-powered hydration plus clean energy. We feature the product up at the top. We have a button up at the top section. So this isn't bad at all. I think we can do a little bit better, but it's not bad. I'm gonna mess around with a couple of these features and see what we can do. See if we can get it a little bit better. Let's see if we can have it describe this. I don't like this. Maybe let's upload this as a style. See if we can get the style down. Let's do, okay, we're going to try this prompt and see what we can get. We're gonna have this style right here. We're gonna say generate an image using the following information and referencing the style in hashtag style is what we're gonna need to do because that's what it's called right here. Using the following information, we're going to do this. And then let me put in the copy right here. I'm gonna say headline copy. We're going to get rid of the cursive again. In section 3 right here, we're going to go with this. We're gonna say body copy. Let's paste it in. And then CTA button, we are going to do shop now. Alrighty, let us see what this comes up with right here. I'm gonna copy this in case I wanna generate again, but let's give it a go, see what we got. And then I'm also going to go here, I'm changing it to auto so I can generate multiple at a time. See, with some models, you can generate multiple at a time. So I'm gonna try this and give it a go, add it to the queue, click generate, and it's gonna add it to the queue, and then we can get a few more coming in. Alrighty, here's what the next one came up with right here. That's okay, not too shabby. I'd say it's fine, maybe not as on brand for them, so we probably want to give a little bit more branding information, but overall, like as far as like best practices, this definitely follows best practices. So I think we're just gonna go with this one just so we can speed through, and then maybe later if we have enough time we can go in and maybe try some other layouts. But I'm just gonna drag this in over here and I'm gonna put it off to the side right here, set it as the same dimensions as the others, and then now we can go into the next section. So we have the not all shots are created equal right here. I'm going to do the same thing of ask ChatGPT to turn this into a reusable template. Now do it for this image. Please, always say please to your AI, just in case AI takes over the world, you want it to be nice to you. So that is what we're gonna do here. Alrighty, here is what we are working with right here. And we are going to copy this in. We are going to go back here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to remove you. I'm going to paste in this copy right here. I'm going to change the length of this. Let's make this a little bit longer. Let's do it 2x3. I'm going to change this back to Nano Banana just because I think it's the best. I'm going to change it back to Nano Banana. And for the copy, we are going to do the following. Paste it in. We're going to do right at the top. Introduce the products. We're going to say copy for that is, and then we're gonna do now below, add 3 vertically stacked cards, and we're gonna say copy is going to be this right here. Now it might have a difficult time with all this copy, but let's take a look at what it comes up with. Maybe if we do need to touch it up inside of Figma, we can do that, but let's take a look at what it comes up with. Alrighty, here's what we're working with. Nice and simple, looks pretty solid. We just might need a update some branding stuff, but honestly, it actually kept up with the copy and made it nice and clean. So actually, I'm pretty happy with that. So we are going to drag this in right over here, change this to 600, and this is what we are looking like right now. And look at how well this transitions. I'm even gonna move this up a little bit. So this isn't bad at all. This is what we have so far. Now let's go to the final section. Let's just take a screenshot right here and then head over to ChatGPT and say, do the same for this. And all right, let's see what we're working with. Alrighty, here we got this coming through. Let's head back over into free pick. Let's paste this in and then add our copy. I'm gonna change the dimensions to 4x5. That should be good. Or actually, let's more do something let's do auto. Let's see what it comes up with. We're gonna have the background right here. Gonna put in the copy for the subheadline. Well, 2 to 3 line paragraph. Let's drag this in right here. And then let's see what we come up with. Alrighty, here's what we came up with. It actually looks pretty good. I don't know if the habit is on brand, but honestly, let's just stick with it because I need to complete this experiment and get this done on time. So let me drag this in and see what we've got. Alrighty, so here's the email. We also noticed that they have a swirl in there, so maybe I'll try to add my own. Going to add a line. I'm gonna drag it from the end right here. So maybe this isn't completely AI, but I'm going to drag something like this, do something like this, this. Then we're gonna add corner radiuses of maybe like 100. I actually might just add like a simple border like this to have like a clear ending. Alrighty, so this is the final product. Here is what it came up with. This is the reference email, and then this is the final product email right here. We can see it kind of looks the same. We don't really have these. We might have been able to get that with AI, but you can see like there are a lot more like sort of like intricate sort of things right here. And this one just looks a lot more polished compared to this. And also the branding is kind of off here compared to like Liquid IV, so that's one limitation of AI as well. But if that's not as big of a concern for you, like this is like, as far as like content, it's great content. I think the copy is really, really good. So asking ChatGPT to recreate copy and generate high converting copy can be super, super effective. And if you're really short on time, you can definitely have AI help with design. But if branding and that sort of stuff is super important for you, then I just don't think AI is there quite yet. But let's say that we wanted to use this. Let's upload this into our email platform to be sent, because this is an image-based email. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to upload this into our email platform by using images. So let's do that. Let's hop over to Omnisend. Omnisend is a great email platform, especially those looking for email platform on a budget. You go to omnisend.com/max, you can get 30% off your first 3 months. So shout out to them for giving us access. I'm gonna show you how we upload emails into Omnisend and make them as optimized as possible. So just inside of Omnisend, you can see like there's gonna be all sorts of different stuff in terms of campaigns, automations, whatever. Let's go to campaigns. So this is gonna be an email that we send to the whole entire list. We're gonna go to campaigns. We're just gonna create email right here. We're gonna insert whatever subject line, such as energy that hydrates, and some sort of like question right here to try to get people to answer. Then this is gonna be our preview text. So this is gonna be the thing under the subject line. So I could do something just super simple, like new product just dropped with a ... Super simple, just like that. Hydration feature right here. And now let's get into actually uploading this email. So it's gonna have us choose a template right here, and we can choose whatever sort of template that we want, but we're really just gonna be using from scratch. I'm gonna choose this template, and then I'm gonna delete all of these sections so that we're not using any of this in our email. And all that we're gonna do is we are just gonna go to Figma, and we are going to click right here and use this slice feature. This is something that Figma has as an option, as it's a great design tool. And all that you're gonna do is you're gonna export these slices, and it's gonna save as images. That's all we need to do. So we're gonna slice these different sections, T-slice 1, and then we're gonna copy and paste our different slices for the different sections. Now we don't wanna have slices that are kind of over 1,000 pixels. We can see this one is at like 890. That's kind of like the highest that we'd want to go. If you make them too long and too large, then they can have issues loading for customers. And so I like to make them as much as that, and then we can just do this. So we can just go slice 3 test. And once we have these, I like to go to a platform which is gonna optimize these images in terms of file size. Because if we just took those images, all all those images have a ton of size. And so for a customer in their inbox, it might take a while for it to load. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna go to iloveimg.com. This is my favorite tool for doing image compressions very, very fast. We can just go to compress image right here. I'm gonna upload our 3 slices that we just made. Boom, boom, and boom. We are gonna upload our 3 images. We're gonna compress this, and then you're gonna see exactly what I mean about saving file size. Once this is compressed, we can see it took our files from 8.97 megabytes to 1.95. This is gonna be much more easy for these to actually show up for the customer very fast. It's just optimizing the file size. So now we're gonna take these back into OmniSend. We're gonna add in some image blocks right here. I'm gonna duplicate and duplicate for our 3 different image slices, and I'm going to upload our compressed file sizes. Boom, boom, boom. Let's upload these, and then we'll go one by one and drag these in. So let's go for this top section right here. Let's go to our next section right here, and let's go to our last section right here. And now we can see there's like these gray sections in between these, and so we just want to get rid of these by going to layout right here. What we have is it's padding right here, so it's adding padding around the images. We want to delete that for all of these. And then we are going to drag this whole thing to fit the whole area right here inside all of these blocks. And then we're going to click this remove image padding text right here for all of these, and then continue to push these out, and then we are going to be good to go. Our email is uploaded right here. Now all we have to do is add our links. So I'm just gonna go into this product page right here. I'm going to link right here, boom, 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 and we are all good to go. This email is ready to send. You can also, as a backup, add some alt text, which essentially, if an email image doesn't load, it's gonna send this alternative text to the customer, which really isn't fully needed, but you definitely can do it as a backup. Essentially, you just like put whatever the copy is. For sake of time, I'm not gonna do that right now. You can preview this email inside of OmniSend, see what it would look like for the customer, send a test email for you if you want, and then all you have to do, go to save and choose your recipients, say we wanted to send it to all subscribers, review our campaign, look at the settings, what it just looks like for subject line and preview text, our recipients, and then we could send right now if I was on a paid plan. So can AI actually create emails A to Z for you? I'll let you be the judge of that, but I think there are definitely pros and cons, and really I think you should be using AI as a tool and not relying on it solely for your emails quite yet. Now, designing emails and creating these is one piece of the puzzle. If you want access to an 8-hour email marketing course completely for free, then you can click this next video, and I will see you over there.